Good afternoon, Brian with Grand Roofing. We are doing a really quick, unscripted, unedited video for you guys midstream. This won't be the repair video, but some pointers for you guys to find and diagnose your own leaks and some information to grow off of, build off of, and do your own simple repairs. So what's going on is there's a leak right inside the wall here. I'll switch the camera around. We'll get into this. It'll be a very short, couple-minute video. So right inside, there's a supporting wall right here, and there's two rooms, like a kitchen area, living space here, and it's coming in on the side of the kitchen area, just right in the corner. So what we're looking for is a leak going on around this wall. Everything up here at the return looks good. Flashing, for the most part, is all where it needs to be. It is a step flashing mill finish. I want to talk about the type of flashing you're using and how it needs to be installed. First off, years ago, they used to have 3-tab shingles, was a 5-inch shingle, American standard 5-inch exposure right here. Most dimensional shingles now are 5 5/8, 5 7/8, something bigger. So when using a piece of mill flashing like this, let me pull this out so you can get an idea what's going on, the size of it, right? The size of that piece right there versus what is made for a metric shingle, you can see how much farther down it goes or farther up, whichever you want to go with. It also comes out farther and it goes up farther. It's thicker than the mill finish. This stuff can work, but if you're going to reuse it, you need to pay attention to a couple things. They didn't poke it when cleaning the old roof out and cause a puncture mark, which isn't the case. And the fact that every time you go with a larger shingle, they need to be expanded, but if you are, you're not going to lap properly. This had a double step flash piece. Let me get it back where it was. I can show you here maybe. One handed a little hard. Okay, just bear with me. Imagine this is under that shingle up here, lapping on top of it. You can see the little paint mark right there. So it's right here. So this shingle covered that. You need another piece of flashing come down, and typically your flashing is going to come down right at the buildup of the common bond. So it would be on this shingle I'm showing you here, right near that, right here. We typically don't nail anywhere near the crease. We don't try to nail the bottom. We nail higher so the next piece actually laps it, so there's no penetrations. But the issue becomes when you're using a smaller piece, they're going to actually be stretched. They're not going to lap the next piece far enough. And what they had going on here with the nail holes, they're not coming out far enough. Water wicking up. You can see the old watermark on the roof deck there. You kind of see it right here. And it was running under. The biggest issue with this, so I guess the point to finish that, if you're going to redo to a metric shingle, you really need to redo your flashing, make it larger, or if you're not, at least when you see those growing and they get too high up, just add another new piece of flashing. You don't double step it, so you don't put well, you can, step flash, shingle. Step flash, shingle, step flash, shingle, and as they get tall, add another piece, just double step it. The biggest issue with this leak and what's going on is right down here. There's a couple of factors, like I pointed up here, running under, but this. I'm a big advocate of extending the corners, especially when you're re-roofing something. It's a different beast if you are redoing or building a new construction, because you can simply add flashing behind all your siding because it's not there. You can put the accordion styles in. If not, do not extend them and cut them. Don't extend them or put them right down to where the bottom piece comes. Basically, it'll make more sense if you look at this right here. Where that water's dumping out right here, okay, keep in mind this is folded and pushed up here right there. See that cut shingle? It's right there. It's not really lapping it much at all. So even with water running down here, even though it's extended, it's only extended an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch max. The water surface tension wicking up under there. Pull this out, you can see where the water was going in, block the sun, how it's weathered with water damage. It's actually running in right there and going down this board right here, this framing of the wall, and it's hitting the header underneath. I was down in the attic. You don't see it on the roof deck here. It's actually coming down this and going inside the house, causing the corner to crack where the seam tape is in the corner there. So anyway, to wrap up, use the appropriate size flashing. If you're going to try to reuse what's there, add it as needed. I'll try to show a mock-up board of this down the road. And make sure your extensions are plenty far. So this shingle is a little sloppy cut. It should have really come up to where this flashing is. Do you see it right there? That shingle could easily go up 3/4 inch to 1 inch higher. To be cut tightly up under there like an L, okay? If it's up under there farther and you mix that with a piece of flashing that's hanging down farther, what we typically do is fold this over completely so you don't see it folded over on the face. This is exaggeration here because I'm doing it one-handed. It's going to basically come down a little bit farther. Not that much. You can fold it over so it's like a dog-eared 45 or whatever, kind of like a dog-eared fence, cedar siding fence. But that will ensure any water coming down that corner, anywhere down this roof, if it's all properly flashed right, it'll pour out onto a solid piece of shingle. So what we're doing real quick down here is going to remove this shingle too. I've already got this up and loose. We're going to replace a piece of this shingle tight into the corner, extend new flashing, shingle flashing until we're tucked back up under this. And then nail everything off up here, a couple dabs of sealer, it will be good to go. I'm really confident that's the issue right here. So a good little demo of the types of step flashing versus the old mill finish flashing that people used for a standard 5-inch exposure. And extend your corners. Same concept if you're coming out from behind a chimney. So imagine here's your roof slope right here, you got a chimney right here, extend the bottoms and the backside, whether you have a cricket or not. If it's a small chimney, solid piece of metal is fine, but extend them and caulk under the metal because water surface tension, again, will wick up under and come in. I've seen a lot of leaks at the corners there. So extend them. Even if you have a cricket or a saddle built, you still want those to extend out past the corner. All right, wrap up. So we're almost 6 minutes in. Hopefully you learned something from it. If you got any questions, comment down below. I'll do my best to respond when I can. I'm kind of workload dependent on or relying on that. I apologize. Some people have been reaching out and I don't get the messages on Instagram. I think it is. It says I get them and I can't see them. So if you're one of them, I apologize. Facebook Messenger, Grand Roofing Inc. is usually the best. I can try to respond there, send pictures, communicate back and forth. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow that, just a simple comment area. I'll do what I can. If you guys have a similar issue, try to tackle it yourself. It feels really good and justified as a homeowner. Like, wow, I can fix my own stuff. So hopefully this kind of stuff helps you locate your own leak, figure out how to fix them, and good luck to you. Until next time, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.